Hello everyone, it's Dan here from Thomas WordPress Support. In this video we're going to take you through the portfolio area within Uptime for WordPress. So just in case you're not aware, what I'm referring to here is the portfolio section. This is where you can specify your own projects, etc., case studies and so on. What we're going to do is go through the process of adding your own portfolio item, as well as how it all works so you can get an idea of what you're doing. Okay, so looking at one of the example portfolios, you can see here we've got a 2-column layout with the projects within. We just open up a few examples. You can see we've got a few different styles. We've got the case study style here, which includes a large head area, image, and inline text and images. We've got the sidebar style here, which is got a nice descriptive area, some details, as well as a list of images that are supplied. We've got the slider style, which, as you can tell, has a large header area and a nice slider for your project images, as well as an area for details. And then finally, we've got the parallax style here, which you can see is quite nifty. So if we start with this one and start looking into the back end, see how it all works. Just click on Edit Portfolio here to bring that up. So we can see with the parallax style, as well as all of them, the bulk of the images are selected here. So what we would do, as you can see, we've got various images staggered. We've got purple, then people, purple, blah blah blah. If we compare this to the front, you can see how this works. So the first image we've got there is this one here, as you can see, and then we've got another one, and again, just corresponding through each one. You'll notice with things like this image here that it's got a nice bit of text above it. The way this is added, if we click on the image, you can see we're using the caption area here. Now, although we have to use a little bit of HTML to get the same look, it's all very simple. The idea being you can pop any text you wish here, including shortcodes, and they will appear above the image like this. So to create a fresh example, just to really hammer it home, we'll go to New Portfolio. And I'm just going to create a demo portfolio item here. And we're going to go through each of the layouts one by one. So I'm going to start by populating all of the fields, and then you can get an idea of how they're used or not, as the case may be. So I'm just popping in some text here. Oops, that's our old project. There we are. I'm just popping in some text here. I'm going to put in some gallery images. I think for this one, I'll use a few of these. Grab this one, I think. This one and this one. Okay, so we've got a few images in our gallery as well. Next we've got the layout area here. Now I'm going to leave this as study for now, and we'll go through them one by one so you can see how it all equates to one another. Obviously I'm just putting in random things here. You'd want to put something a bit more applicable to your project, so you may want to put the client name or whatever you want, it's up to you. Got the additional website details, so this can be a link to the site you've made or project. And then below here we've got the page overrides, which we've covered in another video, so if you want to have your project have a specific header style or logo, you can do so here. Now, the final thing to give the project is a featured image. This will be the image that's shown in the portfolio feeds and on your portfolio archive. Okay, now that's complete. Let's publish and take a look what the case study style looks like. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the subtitle we've added, we've got the title, we've got the featured image here. Obviously you'd want something maybe a little wider to represent this, but you can see how it works. We've then got the text below. So in this particular style, because it works very similarly to a normal post, what you may want to do is in the editor here, you may want to add further images in line. Again, I'm just generally picking some random things here. Okay, well, maybe I'll add one more image just to really show. Okay, we'll update the project and refresh. You can see how that equates here to inline images we've got. That's really ideal. Now you'll notice this particular caption is looking quite large. That's because that particular image I've chosen at random has its own caption already. So if we were to edit the image, you can see there is the text right there. Now obviously you could remove that entirely if you don't want a caption, or you can put your own text. Again, if we update the page and have a look, you can see exactly why that's different. Okay, let me just get rid of these extra bits. We're going to move on to the next portfolio style. Okay, that's updated. So now we're moving on to the sidebar style. So I update and refresh. And you can see how this is transformed into a different project style entirely. So other things you'll notice are the certain elements like the subtitle isn't used. However, we are using the additional details which you didn't see in the case study. So this is just something to bear in mind depending on the layout you're looking for. And the images we've added there in the gallery images area are all listed like this, so you can scroll through with these. Dead easy. We move on to the slider, and you can see again the featured images used as the background header here, and the images we've added to the gallery area here are all popped into a lovely little slider. And then finally we've got the parallax setting, which is pretty cool to be fair. So if we refresh again, you can see we've got the title with the featured image behind it, and then below each of our images like this. So if you wanted to add, for example, a bit of text above one of these, just like I mentioned before, we can edit the image, and in the caption we can put in "Hello World." You can see, there it is. If you wanted to maybe make that a H1 to make it bigger, then you do so with HTML. So we'd simply go H1. And there you go. So that's basically how the projects work. You can see each example and how it's all put together. Before we finish the video, we're just going to go through the layouts available. You can see we've got all of our projects here, including our own. The difference being, you'll see here, there's a category that's appeared below. If you remember, when we were selecting our post or creating our post, we didn't apply a category, so if we wanted to do that now we can do. I'll just put in my own. Add. And now when we refresh, you'll see that appears below. Really cool. Okay, well that's it for the portfolio post type. If you do have any questions on this, do come see me over at support. Other than that, I hope this has been useful. Thanks for watching.